AOC has done it again. Around right here, War Room Media. If you're new, consider subscribing. We'd appreciate it. Okay, so last night, the Met Gala happens. It's a yearly event where people dress weird. That's about all I know. It's I don't know. Google it. I don't understand it. But people, famous people, they go, they dress weird. It's a fashion thing. As you can tell, that's not my cup of tea. However, I enjoy from time to time seeing the pictures because it looks like Halloween came early. But what happened last night was AOC made a lot of waves. Why? Well, she wore this dress, Tax the Rich, right? AOC is a master at public relations and getting publicity, and the fact that those on the right don't see how she does this and they play into it is hysterical. I'll deal with the ludicrousy of what she's doing in a second, but let's talk about what happens. So in storytelling, there's the A story and there's the B story. So the A story is, Mission Impossible, something goes lost, you gotta go find it. That's the A story. The B story is, Ethan Hunt's arc in dealing with the nemesis and how he grows through the mission. That's the B story. So the A story is AOC does crazy things and people respond, right? So she says we gotta get off fossil fuels, which is impossible. She goes to the Met Gala, right? So she says stuff like that. That, here's this kind of broad A story thing that everyone focuses on. It's the B story. The B story that gets missed. A story, AOC goes to Met Gala wearing a Tax the Rich dress. That's the headline. The right pounces on her. She attends an event that costs $30,000 per ticket. The dress cost who knows how much. It was donated, but what it would have cost, we don't know. Or I don't know at least. And so the right talks about the hypocrisy of her going to this event as if that's the story. That's not the story. That's what AOC wants the right wing to focus on. The A story, the exterior shell, the big picture. And they do. They take the bait, just like the media did with Donald Trump over and over and over when he ran for president in 2016. They always focused on the A story. Well, let's think about this for a second. Does AOC need to wear a Tax the Rich dress to an event like this? No. Are the people in attendance aware of her stance on taxes? Yes. Is she saying anything that they don't know? No. If you're familiar with AOC, she wants to tax the rich. That's her deal. No one at this event is surprised that that's her stance. It's like the head of PETA coming out and saying she's against animal cruelty. We all know that. No news there. So if she attends an event wearing treating animals is bad, we like, well, yeah, duh, we know you think that. So there is no speaking truth to power in that situation. Everyone knows your stance. If you weren't there talking about taxing the rich, that would be hypocritical, right? We would all think something's wrong then. So her doing this actually plays into what her mantra is, which is tax the rich. Everyone knows it. So this is the A story. It's the outer shell. It's the big picture. AOC wants to tax the rich. Great. Here's the B story. Here's what the right wing misses. The B story is that AOC does these things so that the right reacts to the A story. So AOC goes to an event like this where she's with the rich, the richest of the rich, the elite, whatever you want to call them, and she's there. Well, if she shows up as just one of the cast and crew, right, just one of the people wearing weird outfits, then the right could legitimately claim that she's a hypocrite. It's hard to argue at that point. So she outfoxes them. She puts on tax the rich, right? So now the right is attacking her at the event wearing the tax the rich dress. She gets a ton of publicity from it. More than if she would have just been at home on a random Monday night. 2, she hangs out with all the people she wants to hang out with. They know her stance. So she's with her friends. 3, her base then loves her more because now her base looks at her and goes, wow, she spoke truth to power. Look at her. She's brave. All while the right wing is over here attacking her. Her base is looking at her going, how dare you? Look at Ted Cruz. Look at Donald Trump. Look at your guys. Look at your congresswoman. Look at what they do. Here is our congresswoman speaking truth to power. If the right were smart, they would look at this for what it is. Here's a congresswoman who wants to be a celebrity, so she's hanging out with celebrities, wearing crazy dresses like the rest of the celebrities. That's all this is. Go look at the outfits at this thing. She's just one of them. Hers just happens to be with words, not with crazy designs. And yet, the right is going to spend all the time talking about the hypocrisy. Of course, it's the hypocrisy's there. Of course. That's what she wants you to talk about. The hypocrisy. Because when you do that, you talk about the A story. What happens underneath is that she gains credibility with her base. At the end of the day, she wins.